Anyway, alright guys, so I think Rat might need your guys' love a little bit in chat. If you want to do that too, he's just coming off a loss that I feel like he might be a little disappointed with. But RNGesus is taking a little nicely to him as he immediately picks up a glass longsword, which is one of the best weapons in the game for sure.
Yeah, he's been getting a decent amount of glass. Just needs to keep it safe. But I think that is probably the safest one. The rapier is less safe, more powerful, but
yeah, a little faster.
Longsword is pretty safe.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of just any longsword, really. I even like just the regular longsword.
Yep.
Mostly because you could pick up a glass shrine later and turn all of your stuff into glass, but even just, yeah, it's safe, and I do appreciate that safety. Just,
oh man, DJ got lucky there. He jumped down a trapdoor, and the red bat had a chance to troll and pin him in the corner such that the Minotaur would hit him, but the red bat went the other way, so got away with one there.
Yeah, we'll see that a couple times, and sometimes it's just a matter that you have to gamble it. You're just like, otherwise you'll get crushed by the mini boss or something. So you just have to gamble it with the rat, or sorry, with the bat. It's rare, but it does happen. And Rat is, unfortunately, he cracked through a couple crates and actually found some floaty boots, and that can be bad, especially if you need to go fast, because he can no longer jump down any trapdoors. So he needs to find his boss, and he got just map trolled. He actually went the complete wrong way, and this is really bad for Rat. As DJ, without anything really, not much of a build at all, is already jumping down into Zone 2.
Got himself his own glass longsword. This is dangerous for Rat, for sure.
That's a problem for Rat, I think. Dueling glass longswords, it's as if we planned it. I love it. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. In the Fubzo race, they had similar builds a couple times too. So
yeah, I mean, did you program that in somehow?
Does Rat try and get some boots here?
I think he's gonna try and change his boots. Yeah, got a ring of. Oh my goodness, that build is just confusing now. Floaty boots plus, and that's a troll right there. Gets the Torch of Foresight, which tells you where the trapdoors are the ones that he won't be able to use. Of course, he can use the trapdoor rooms to fly through it to be a little faster, like he just did. But
yeah,
oh yeah, we're already seeing him getting a little trolled by just not expecting the Ring of Courage. I feel for Rat in this one.
That he didn't go check the shop just for a quick, some boots, because he was right near the shop at the start of that level.
That's true, but the boots are... Oh, that's an interesting choice. I would switch. Yeah, he picks up the titanium rapier. Boots are pretty rare. There's just not as many boots, although there's more now. But I feel like... How many boots could you just find in the shop? Like lead boots? Explorer's boots? Just in a normal shop? Is there...
There's now the
Boots of Pain?
Boots of Strength and Boots of Pain.
Oh, Boots of Strength, of course. How could I forget? Those are great.
If it's a locked shop, there's the ballet shoes.
And here's a fun fight. Rat doing conga with the Ring of Courage. Just mashing through everything. That was pretty entertaining. So Rat's actually keeping up to DJ. But we'll see how he does. I mean, I don't take a lot of trapdoors in Zone 3. These guys may. But DJ gets a really nice first layout there with the mini-boss being right in front of him. And Rat, unfortunately, is just looking around.
I'd say Zone 3, the winged boots are actually a good thing, because like you said, you don't usually take trapdoors. There aren't as many of them. There aren't as many trap rooms either. And hot holes and ice can troll you. So I think now that he's survived to this point, it's an advantage.
Yep, I would agree. And I think he's actually in a really good situation, because he just picked up mapping, because he found the Shrine of Darkness. And that actually changes his Ring of Courage into a Ring of Darkness, and so he actually can not have to worry about getting trolled by that as well. So he's really got a good situation here. I think
DJ has a map though too, and he doesn't have the darkness.
Oh yeah, that's true. The darkness can slow you down just a little.
And DJ has the lead boots for the no ice slidey.
It's true, he does. I'll admit it. I don't know though. This is close. They're both looking to get right into their trapdoor here. I think it's a matter of who fought Conga or not. Or did they both get Conga already?
DJ's
so this is Death Metal, so this is going to be super fast for DJ. And Rat also has... No, that's Deep Blues. Can he do a fast fight on Deep Blues here? Oh, and it looks like it's going to be DJ. I'm going to have to jump in and just make sure that it was indeed DJ. We'll see by their times. Yeah, it looks like by about 10 seconds or so.
Yeah.
Use that fireball spell. There it is. 5 minutes. All right, let's just check here. I'm just gonna type in their chat and make sure.
Okay. Good game though. That was
Yeah.
impressive, Rat, to keep up despite, you know, having a slow zone 1. Zone 1 is where you do not want the winged boots. Because zone 1 you want to just rip through and take your trapdoors on those slower songs with the easier mini bosses. But yeah, Rat got trolled a little bit by the first few floor layouts and those boots, but still managed to keep up.
Yeah, I'm actually quite surprised he managed to keep up. But I think both of them had sort of similar zone 2s without a lot of trapdoors, or any trapdoors.
Yeah, and DJ got slowed down by a blue dragon and a bunch of enemies. That in zone 3, sometimes if there's a blue dragon coming at you horizontally, it can take you quite a while to deal with him. You kind of need to maneuver him away and around so that you can get at him. That slowed DJ down a bit. But also one other thing that happened I wanted to comment on is that DJ used a freeze enemies scroll to freeze all of Deep Blues. And that freeze scroll, it freezes all the enemies. It doesn't have a range. So when you use the freeze spell, it only freezes the enemies that are within like 5 tile radius of you, I think.
Right.
And it only freezes them for 8 beats, I believe it is, 8 or 10. Whereas the scroll freezes them for a lot longer and it freezes all of them. So he just walked in there, froze all of them, went up and one-shotted the king with his glass sword. So the scrolls are a heck of a lot more powerful now, and also the spells are too because of the blood magic. As
Yeah,
we saw.
I really like the changes you've made to those. I think that's really cool that now the scrolls actually are better. Because for a while it was just like, just the scroll.
Darn, I got a scroll, but now it's like if you get a fireball scroll, you can quick kill death metal with it. You hit him once with a dagger, you hit him with the fireball scroll, and he's dead.
Yep,
Or you can
shopkeep.
kill the shopkeeper, yeah. So now they all have quite a few different uses. And I was glad to see Fubzo making use of the blood magic to use his fireball. Like, fireball spell is super good now with the blood magic. You can smoke people and only uses a half a heart. And Fubzo did that to keep himself alive with that shopkeeper.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. And a pretty nice build for Rat here. He's got himself the Obsidian Flail, which I do enjoy quite a bit. Because even though Obsidian weapons aren't as good to drop down trapdoors with the Flail you can be pretty safe because you can do a lot of knockback. And so things aren't going to get up in your face too easy.
Yeah, even just a basic flail jumping down that trapdoor feels pretty good. You just go up to the mini boss, whack him against the wall. If anything comes near you like the bat, you can adjust your flail direction to smoke the bat.
Yep, just flail in another direction. I do love the fact that you kind of flail around with the flail. I'm not sure if that was on purpose or not, but I think that's pretty wonderful.
No, it just worked out nicely. When DJ sees a heavy plate in his shop but cannot kill the shopkeeper, he must be sad.
Oh yeah, that's too bad. Rat having to go a little slow on Conga here, just because he's got no bombs, so he can't use any of the bomb strats. But he cleaned it up pretty quickly. You go fast with the flail because it does attack in a radius. And they both basically killed their bosses at the same time. DJ finding an obsidian cat, so it's an obsidian versus obsidian. So once again, similar-ish weapons.
Yeah, cat versus flail, both good, both speedy in their own way.
Both have the same hitbox, just in different sort of ways. One, the cat allows you to still move while attacking in that hitbox, but it only hits one at a time, whereas the flail has knockback and hits everything in that radius.
Yeah, I just saw DJ lose his multiplier, though. That's one thing that I kind of don't like Obsidian Cat about, is that when you have a cat, there are a lot of times where you just don't want to move, because if you do move towards an enemy, you're going to hit him and like walk in front of him and get hit.
Yeah.
So I find with cat, for some reason, I burn a lot of beats, and I lose my multiplier.
Just with the Obsidian Cat specifically?
Just with any cat, and then, but because it's an obsidian one, it sucks more, right? If it was glass, it doesn't matter. I'll just burn that beat. If it was titanium, it doesn't matter. But because it's obsidian, it sucks.
Oh, what happened on DJ's side? I don't even know.
You mean on Rat's side?
Yes, sorry, on Rat's side.
I just saw out of the corner of my eye
the nightmare came stomping at him, and then it looked like he hit the nightmare with the flail. I don't even know. Like, I thought it said dead by blood magic or something. I couldn't quite read what it said, or it might have said blood nightmare.
Jack in chat is saying chest mimic.
Oh no, that sucks so much. Oh, Rat, I feel for Rat. I really do. That is awful. That's just like such a crappy situation. But I was saying, if it's a nightmare, it's so rare that you get trolled like that by the nightmare's sort of darkness, but it can happen.
Yeah, well, you do now because I changed them maybe a month or so ago, such that they actually make all the enemies near them have silhouette. That was originally my intention, is to make it so that all the enemies were silhouetted, but there was a bug for the longest time that caused it so that you could still see them, and all it was doing was making the floors dark, which meant that you couldn't see if there was walls or traps or whatever, which was still, made it somewhat difficult. But now you have to look for the eyes of the enemies, and some of the enemies only have eyes in like a couple of their frames, so like depending on what part of the beat they're on, they may or may not have eyes. So it can definitely troll you. So I think Chest Mimic is one of the ones that doesn't have eyes.
Oh, of course, yeah, it doesn't.
It just
so
has
you
teeth.
are directly responsible for Rat dying there.
Well, when you're fighting a nightmare, you gotta assume there's something there that you can't see. You gotta look at his movement pattern and you like back off, basically, like make it so that he's coming at you.
Back off, DJ is really going YOLO here with that nightmare, and he handled it, but that was a little sketchy.
Yeah, I don't know if he had much of a choice. He kind of had swarms of enemies coming at him from both sides. He just needed to deal with it.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
And that's funny, those swarms, even though he's got Ring of Peace.
Yeah, that is weird that he is getting such bad swarms. I don't know, but maybe, I guess, because Zone 3, sometimes you have, because they sort of are all open into each other, I guess you can get, even though it's less enemies, there's still all the rooms sort of combining, right?
Yeah.
And DJ wins again. Wow.
Pops his Gigantism scroll for fun there at the end. Yeah, good game, DJ.
Yeah, GG. Wow, this is some, this is Rat is stuff a little, and actually DJ is currently in this tournament 11-0. DJ 3-0'd everybody in his week, and he is 1-2 here, so...
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Rat is on tilt a little bit. I sure would be with some of the stuff that's happened to him. So hopefully he can calm down, and also the fact that this is just the round robin. He's still going to be in the elimination portion. So hopefully he can use the rest of the round robin to kind of get his feet back under him and get back to being Rat-like.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Rat. He's got it in him. He's just gotta. I don't know if anyone's been in his channel. He's just gotta harness the power of the count.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've seen him do his count runs, but
no, what's that?
When he gets the Shrine of Rhythm, and he puts up a little picture of Count Von Count from Sesame Street,
right.
and you just hear him counting to 7 for like 15 minutes. It's kind of amazing. Yeah, definitely, guys, if you could please give all of these racers a follow. They all deserve your follows for sure. They are super entertaining. They all stream quite a bit. I'm not 100% on Shakes, but Bubzo does stream some. He races, but DJ and Rat stream pretty much every day, and they are very good at this game. Like, this is some super high-level racing we're seeing right here. And actually, I know, Ryan, you were there for the Bard race a little. Those Bard lap races were just insane.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun to watch. It must have been tiring for you guys to commentate and pay attention to, but
yeah, it was rough, but it wasn't terrible. I expected it to be a lot harder, actually. So I'm really looking forward to our January 2nd tournament there. That's going to be really neat when we have the Bard lap races. Mm-hmm. We're still figuring out some of the details, but it's going to be really cool. And I think that was DJ and Jack, where we were seeing some like just crazy race, and then Steak and Dune as well. But the race went like half an hour where it was just so back and forth, but it was exciting the whole time, so it's great.
Yeah, it definitely felt like an awesome sport we were watching. It was great.
That's what we're going for here. Esports. I'm for it. I'm in. All right. So Rat is first to his boss floor. He's fighting Death Metal, so this should go pretty quick. He's going to use some bomb strats, and I imagine he's also going to use his fireball. There he goes.
I saw earlier he used that fireball to open a barrel, so if you guys in chat aren't aware of that, you can fireball open crates and barrels also. And because he's got the blood magic, he was able to do it, use it again later on his mini-boss, even though it hasn't charged yet. So fireball is super versatile now, and he took it out of a blood shop, which I agree with back in the day, before Blood Magic, you probably wouldn't, or maybe you would, but now I think you definitely should. Fireball is a super good spell.
Yeah, it's a really, really good spell. I've always been a huge, huge fan, but I mean, my favorite thing is when you beef something I already love. So, like the Ring of Luck, I felt like I was the only person in the world who actually liked it. I loved it. I always found every time I picked it up, I had like an amazing run, and then you beefed it up even more. I'm like, okay, bring it on. I'm in.
I watch people's reactions in streams when they get things, and they're like, oh, Ring of Luck. And then they just replace it with whatever comes next. So
oh man, DJ is in.
DJ got screwed there because on his boss battle, now he gets a Dagger Frost. I freaking love that dagger, which you dropped, Elad.
I know.
So
I knew you were going to be mad about that.
DJ got screwed because he missed a beat against Death Metal, and so he didn't get a weapon, and so he was stuck in there against a lot of enemies with 1 power dagger. So I think that's why he got screwed. He was trying to YOLO a bit, and he didn't have the power to do it. And then he just got killed by a black skeleton. He froze the skeleton, went and hit some other enemies, but when he came back to the skeleton, it unfroze. Because the Dagger Frost only freezes them for 2 or 3 beats.
Oh, really? I didn't know that, because I don't use it very much.
But it synergizes really well, obviously, now with the more powerful spells and scrolls. So if you have the free spell, just freeze everything and one-shot everything around you, right? Like
that's pretty awesome.
So any boss, you can go into one of the mini-boss arena rooms, just freeze everything, one-shot them all. It'll be super fast, so...
Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, you can certainly jump down a trapdoor with confidence in Zone 3. Rat! What happened there? He just... Oh, man. I'm so sad for Rat right now. So he basically just didn't kill the goblin when he had the chance, and then next thing you know, he's got that situation where you have 2 enemies that move every beat diagonal from you, and you're going to have to take a hit. And he got himself stuck in a corner, and that was it. And I think he only had half a heart.
DJ has Boots of Speed.
All right, if anyone can do Boots of Speed, it's DJ. I think DJ is definitely the most competent with Boots of Speed. That was amazing. He skirted through that little hole there.
He required the Boots of Speed to get through that spot. If he didn't have them, that dragon would have hit him.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, I mean, he's gonna do DJ. So hopefully both of them can kind of collect their thoughts a little bit. Both trying to go super fast, and now they're both back on square one here.
Yeah, you'd think that DJ would be the guy to do the Boots of Speed. However, because he plays Bolt so much... Oh, and Boots of Speed again! Again!
It looked like he thought about it for a second, but how could he say no? Yeah, he's the best Bolt player, bar none.
Oh, no, he got killed by
DJ, what are you doing?
I was gonna say, before he found the Boots of Speed again... Oh, no, he gets Obsidian Rapier. What are these blood shops? What is going on?
Oh, my goodness.
He's the best with Bolt for sure, but Boots of Speed aren't exactly like Bolt because you move kind of like Bolt, but the enemies don't.
Exactly.
And he got killed. He got killed by enemies moving when he wasn't expecting them to because they're delayed. They basically are kind of at half speed, and so it's harder to tell. Like, is that black skeleton on his half beat or is he on his full beat? Is he about to move or not? And that's what kills you with the Boots of Speed. So that's why I haven't taken them out yet because.
They're not super OP. No.
Eventually, somebody will probably get a world record with them that you can't beat without them. But man, it'll be hard. Like, it's going to require a lot of skill to pull off.
Yeah, for sure. And this is going to be a really interesting run because we got the Gi over on Rat's side and the Obsidian Rapier. So, I don't know. The new Gi is pretty fast. I think he's going to definitely go for a weapon here and see. And even if he picks up just a level 1 longsword, it's still now a titanium longsword, but he actually found a glass flail. So he's doing 8 damage per swing. That is a beefy flail right there. Yeah,
he's going to be doing some murdering.
Some serious murdering with that thing.
DJ, I think, he did it this time. In the previous level, he had an opportunity. He was standing right next to a barrel or a crate, and he could have opened it with his weapon. He had it up to 3 charge, but he didn't do it. He was like right next to it. So just wanted to remind folks in chat, if you ever have a weapon that does 3 damage, Oh, like he is now.
Yeah,
he's going
just
into this
cracking through that. That's a smart idea.
Storeroom. Why not? But yeah, he missed out earlier. And those crates and barrels, they can have maps in them. They can have monocles.
Rat, no. So Rat just when you have a one range item, and a little bit of a slow reset on Rat's side there. That was really unfortunate. So when you have a one range item, sometimes those clones you don't see them and they're 2 beats away from you, and then that's GG. And now we're gonna see. I don't know if DJ's gonna do it or not, but there's a blunderbuss.
Nope.
Does not just noped away from that one, which is a shame.
Come on, DJ, I beefed it. I beefed it up.
It's super
there.
beefy now. It's so good. Yeah, it's definitely amazing, but I think it's safer and faster to go with the rapier. So.
Yeah, I don't blame him. He's got a freaking obsidian rapier. If he had some lesser weapon, then he should take it. But that's one of the best weapons in the game.
Exactly, and I also feel like it's a little bit BM maybe. Like
BM?
It's not exactly bad manners to pick up because he's now ahead and he can slow down a bit. I don't know.
He's taking damage from Conga there.
Yep, but he handled it fine. Not going to get a chest, but he doesn't really need one, so that's okay. And Rat now really looking for an item. He's going to open up those cracked walls in hopes of a blood shop, because those blood shops are really good now. You've really beefed them up. Whoa!
Oh, DJ goes down.
What, did he get slimed?
I think so, yeah.
Oh no! Wow, this race.
I think he dug. I just looked at chat for just a second. There was nothing near him. I'm like, all right, it's safe. But I think he dug, and then a slime came out of that gap.
Oh, that's so bad. This race is crazy. I mean, this is almost 9 minutes, which is like almost doubling any of the other races so far. Between Fubzo's races and DJ's. I mean, these races have all been extremely fast. And maybe it's a matter of both of them having nerves about this. I mean, Rat, being forced to be, lose 2 in a row, which would be very tragic. And then DJ, looking for a 3-0 on Rat, he might be a little nervous about that.
Yeah, definitely. Sure. It seems that nerves are, playing on them here because they're not dying to super dangerous situations either.
No, fire slime.
Yeah, fire slime or the clone for Rat. They're not, the deadliest enemies. It wasn't in a big swarm or anything unavoidable either. It's just little mental mistakes.
Yeah. But Jack does have a point. Slimes are tough when they're blocked and you don't know which way they're going to go after they unblock.
Yep.
Or when was that? Was it last week? Fubzo died? I can't quite remember. Or no, it was during the Bard races. Someone died with a slime hitting a Zone 3 slime hitting a confused trap. Were you there for that?
No, I think I missed that. But I've also seen them or the Hellhounds go over the omnidirectional bounce trap.
Yeah.
Brutal. They can go so far when they go diagonally.
It's essentially 4 moves in one.
Yep.
Which is really crazy. Yeah, I've had that happen once for me, and it was like, what just happened? That's insane.
Glass rapier now for DJ, but Rat's on Zone 3.
Yeah, I feel like I wasn't paying attention. All of a sudden, Rat is like totally like, I don't even remember Zone 2 for him.
He needs to slow down because he doesn't have to do that. He did check out the shop there. That's good.
Yeah, that was a smart idea. And there was that mining helmet, which I think is just fun. I don't know if it's always the best strategy to pick up because sometimes you need to get those dig buffers in. But it's such a fun weapon. Now you gotta watch that bounce trap there. Okay, Rat saw it coming.
I changed it the miner's cap to be like that because obviously no one was using it, but I think it's useful now for speed runs because it can make things faster. Like if you're just trying to find the exit, or if the exit's up left or something like that, like in Zone 2, you don't have to waste any of your beats digging. You just run right at it. So it's more dangerous though. So I don't know if I do it in a race, but if you're trying to speed run and you don't care about the danger, you just care about maximum speed, then I think it's a good pickup.
Yep, I agree. It's kind of like the Ring of Phasing a little bit now, where you can kind of just beeline for whatever you need to get to.
Yeah, Ring of Phasing is decent now, especially if you have a torch. They don't move when you're in the wall anymore, so it's actually viable. But you still need to kind of be able to see what you're jumping out next to. If you can only see, that's an empty square I can jump next to. You don't know if there's a dragon, one square beyond that. So
ready to just stomp on you.
You still need either some torch or luck.
Yeah. So this might have been a... Nah, I was going to say, with Rat's shop there, it's pretty bombable. Like, it's got some really good stuff, but he's on 3-3. So, I mean, those empty heart containers aren't going to do him too well, although he just got hit. But was that a potion that he just...
No, it was glass armor, so I was going to say that's why he didn't want to take that other armor, because he's on glass anyways, so it would have broken his weapon.
Oh, okay, of course, yeah. That would have been real bad. So now he's just got to clean up Deep Blues here and take a win. Take a win off DJ. And this was a long race. Wow.
Oh, he
That's
switched
12:45.
He switched to his titanium broadsword for some reason there. The opposite of that earlier race against Fubza, where he switched to his more powerful weapon. Now he's kind of being defensive.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I'm not totally sure why, but I guess it doesn't matter at that point.
I think it was maybe just in case he took damage.
Yeah, I guess so.
But it's funny how different his mindset is, because against Fubzo he was doing the saving a few seconds by pulling a maneuver, whereas now he's switching his weapons to be safer.
Yeah. All right. I was wondering where I was hearing sound from, and it turns out it was DJ's channel that I had slightly on. So I was like hearing people talking. Anyway, all right. So looks like DJ's up 2-1. I'll let them know that they're ready to go, or that we're ready to go, and we'll let them get going right away.
Florinier's asking if I think the new Miner's Cap is going to be problematic with Dorian. Yeah, I don't. Dorian, all these other characters that aren't in the game yet, they're not going to be the way that they are if you're using hacks to play them. Like, those are just tests that we did ages ago, and I haven't changed them, but I don't think Dorian is going to have the Miner's Cap. Eli is not going to be the way that he is. The pacifist is not going to be the way that she is. Stuff like that. It's going to be a bit different. So don't expect that it's going to be exactly the way that you've seen them if you've been playing the hacked versions of them.
Right. Yeah, which for some reason my game, they're empty. I don't understand why, the characters have been unlocked ever since I got the game.
Right.
When they were originally unlocked or something. Since the debug menu. I unlocked them once, and then now they're forever unlocked, and I'm like, okay, well. But I rarely play them just because I know they're broken. They're not, set up characters yet, so it's not really worth it. I mean, I can try it, but it's...
Yeah, if you think it's fun to play with, a different weird character, then sure, go for it, but it's not necessarily going to be the way that they're going to be, so, don't expect that this is practice for when those characters come out. But yeah, I think anybody who had who pre-ordered on our website before the game was even available on Steam, they could have had that debug menu. So it's only a couple thousand people who even had the chance to do that. So I don't know how many actually have access to it.
Right. Yeah, and I didn't even know how to do it until the boss showed me. So. But anyway, all right. So DJ's got himself an interesting build. Oh, but he just swapped it. So now he's got the glass cat plus the blood war drum, which is just if he wants to do an endless amount of damage, he certainly can.
Now he could one-shot death metal if he wants to use the blood drum. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been able to. But we'll see if he does that. Oh, he doesn't have death metal here. He's got conga.
But I guess you might as well, since you have glass anyways, right?
Yep. So he's not going to do the fast strat. Even with the cat, you can fast kill and dig his throne. Even when the conga lines are close together like that.
Oh, yeah.
So there's the new change that the conga lines can kind of be close together, which can make it difficult to get through. But I've tried it, and you can still run through there with your cat, and you can still dig the throne and stuff, but maybe DJ hasn't practiced enough with the new ones. But
does that make you make a whole bunch of red zombies?
I think it makes you make, one, because you cut the conga line in half, but that doesn't make red ones. Red ones only get made when they have nothing else attached to them. Yeah. So it's not so bad when they're not red. If you cut the thing in half and you have a segment of two zombies together, that's not fast. So Problems in chat was asking me if I saw a suggestion about leaderboards. No, could you say it again? Problems and say my name so that it shows up red for me. And Bitten Kitten asking, you mentioned Eli was coming soon. It depends on a few things. It's possible that it'll be. It probably won't be before Christmas. It might be. We're trying to maybe get one character before Christmas and possibly some other cool surprise.
Oh, that's so exciting. I didn't even expect a release, or an update for then, but That is
I hope-
super exciting.
I hope so. Yeah, we're trying to get at least one cool thing out before Christmas. There's only a few days left for us to do it, but we're trying.
Wow, that's really exciting. You heard it here first, folks. Except unless you heard it somewhere else. So Rat is really getting trolled. I mean, he has had bad RNG all night. And hopefully here he'll be able to get himself a glass weapon. I mean, he'll have enough money. Hopefully there is a glass weapon. Or you made it so it has to again, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Because there was a time where you could jump in there and there wasn't a glass weapon. And it was just tragic. But yeah, he ended up having to slow kill death metal. And then still kept his multiplier. Opened up the chest and, of course,
Got the armor.
plate mail.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So...
What kind of evil jerk would put armor in that type of a chest?
Well, you took out the
At least I took
chainmail,
out
right?
the chainmail, yeah. So
See, I'm fine with there being armor in there. I mean, that's RNG. I'm okay with it, but I know some people weren't. So I think that's just. I mean, it's fine either way. But yeah, it's like, what can you do?
Problems was asking if we should occasionally wipe the leaderboards. Is that what you mean, Problems?
Oh yeah, because I mean, this latest update really made it hard to PB.
Well, I'm definitely going to wipe it when the game launches fully,
Yeah.
because then there will be Zone 4 and everything like that. But until then, I'm probably going to not wipe it. I don't want to do it repeatedly, but I think he's asking, like, even after that, like, even if things are not changing, maybe wipe them occasionally. But that kind of defeats the purpose of trying to get the world record or something, doesn't it? Unless we just also have, monthly.
Like of all time. Yeah, you might like
all-time
who had the
monthly.
best. Yeah, I mean that could be neat. It's like who had the best run this month.
Mhm.
I mean that gives me a chance to have a world record or a month record, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, I agree with you there about not wiping. Once the game's released.
Yeah.
Unless there's major updates or stuff, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what your plans are in the future. And that's DJ winning it 3-1.